What is going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with my Browns Eagles preseason week 2 recap as the Browns went out and for the second week in a row put on a really good showing as Dillon Gabriel got the start today. And I'll say this, aside from those mistakes, the interception and the bad handoff on the fumble, he looked really good, really efficient as the Browns went out there and took care of business by a final score of 22-13. But of course, the score isn't what matters. What matters is you get out of this game healthy. And from the looks of things, the Browns came out the same way they went in, healthy, right? I mean, yeah, guys got banged up a little bit, scratches, bruises, it happens. But in terms of like actual legit injuries, from what I saw, nobody really got hurt. Cornelius Lucas had to go into the tent, but he came back out and came back in the game, so that's good, right? But yeah, Dillon Gabriel getting the start today. He went 13 of 18, 143 yards, no touchdowns, and a pick. Very questionable throw on that pick, too. I know a certain fan base out in Boulder, Colorado is really going to rip him for that one, for sure. But Tyler Huntley came in 10 of 13, 71 yards. Pretty much just, ate up clock. Offense didn't really do a whole lot when he was out there. A lot of Browns fans were kind of wondering why didn't they play Dillon the same amount that they played Shador? Well, you got to remember, the Browns straight up dominated time of possession in this game. He probably had already reached his snap allotment by halftime. I mean, the Browns just dominated time of possession. My God, for real. On the ground, 29 carries total, 132 yards and a touchdown. Pierre Strong had a monster 54-yard run, but that was pretty much it for him. 13 carries, 89 yards total. Good stuff, right? Amani Marshall got in the end zone, 6 carries, 25 yards. Gage Larvadain had 1 for 16 on a reverse. That's cool. Toa came in late, 2 carries, 7 yards. Huntley had 3 for 5. Yeah, not much else there. Through the air, Caden Davis, 3 receptions, 44 yards. Larvadain, 3 for 43. Jamari Thrash, 4 for 43. Cedric Tillman, 1 for 18. Sal Cannella, 3 for 15. Pierre Strong had 4 catches, 10 yards. Really, nobody else had anything else. Deontay Johnson finally caught a ball. 1 reception, 7 yards. For a guy that I thought was going to be receiver 2 or 3 on this team, that's quite concerning. He hasn't really shown a damn thing. And now you're going to be adding Isaiah Bond. Now, why am I hyping up Isaiah Bond? Because based off of what I saw from him in college, he has the ability to be a game breaker. You throw him a dump off pass, he can legit take it to the house. He's a low-key burner. He's a playmaker. And we need those kind of guys. Legit, Isaiah Bond could very well send Deontay Johnson to the unemployment line. That's insane. Wow. But not really much else to write home about from the receivers. But man, I tell you what, this freaking defense. Yeah, they only had 1 sack from Isaiah McGuire. But man, they were swarming all over the place. How about that one play, the freaking pick 6 by KJ Henry? Julian Okwara, well, first of all, it started off with a bad snap. DTR barely was able to get the ball in his hands before Julian Okwara freaking lit him the hell up like a damn Christmas tree. My dude just barely got the ball in his hands, and here comes freaking Julian Okwara like a runaway Mack truck. Damn, it's him. Ball goes fluttering in the air like a duck. And KJ Henry said, "Give me that." took it to the house, and that was honestly the play of the game for the Browns. That gave us the lead for good. Yeah. And now Eagles fans are witnessing what us Browns fans had to watch the last couple years. I mean, don't get me wrong, DTR is a great dude. He's exactly like DeShone Kizer. Legit. It sucks to say, but it's just the way it is. He's just not an NFL caliber quarterback. That sucks for that, but just the way it is, right? But yeah, KJ Henry, pick six, right? Overall, good stuff from the Browns all around. Now, before I get into my observations, I found this tweet from Zach Jackson, who covers the Browns, and this is pretty interesting here. And I quote: "Coming out of Philly, the Browns have to be concerned with overall offensive firepower, which will be remedied by the return of Quinshon Judkins, and then they add Isaiah Bond, but I still think they could definitely trade for a legit receiver too. I'm still waiting on that Andrew Berry, receiver trade that he's done every year. We're still waiting on that. Cornerback depth, yeah, unfortunately, that's the way it is too. After your starters, who do you really have, right? You got Denzel, you got Greg, and Cam Mitchell. Cam Mitchell was getting beat pretty often today. That's concerning, especially after losing MJ Emerson for the year. I was like, I mean, what do you really have in terms of depth at corner? Nick Needham? What else? Not much else there. Tony Brown, he's a special teamer. And the way I see it, if he's playing actual defensive snaps, we're screwed. Yeah, we are screwed. Other than that, I mean, who else do you really have? Anusium? Again, if you're seeing those kind of guys out there playing legit snaps, we're done for. It's not good. In depth, I can understand too, but I think we're in a better spot there than at corner. Have to be most pleased with the pass rush. Definitely. Mm-hmm. I could realistically see the Browns use like their depth at pass rusher to try to fortify the cornerback spot, or maybe get themselves a solid receiver or more O-line depth. I don't know if they so choose. I have no idea how the last 8 to 10 roster spots will shake out. Guessing they'll keep all 4 quarterbacks. I don't see that happening. I could see them trading Kenny for something. Definitely. But man, with how good Dillon looked today, does that push Kenny out the door? You have to wonder. Now getting into my observations from today. The first one, Dillon Gabriel was slinging that thing. Again, aside from the interception, he was extremely efficient. I think they went what? 6 for 6 on their first 6 third downs? Like, damn. That's awesome. He was extremely efficient. Right? Again, D-line depth is a bona fide strength. And I could see them using that strength to fortify other spots. For sure. And of course, one more game to prove yourself for all the players that are at the bottom of the roster. They have one more week to show these coaches that they deserve to be on the team. It's going to be a fun week. And we'll see what other roster moves the Browns make as well. Because like I said during my stream, there's going to be players that they know aren't going to make the team. I could see them trading those players to help try to fortify a different spot. Right? Give a player a chance to make this team. I could see that happening. But we'll see what Andrew Berry and them cook up this week. And that all starts with the impending signings of Quinshawn Judkins, who, yes, has not signed his contract yet, and Isaiah Bond, which I heard could happen tomorrow, or as early as tonight even. So we'll see when that happens. Game MVP? It's not Dillon Gabriel, but he's up there. Definitely. It's Jamari Thrash. Yeah, if I could name co-MVPs, it would 100% be Dillon Gabriel and Jamari Thrash. They had a really good connection going. I think Jamari has solidified himself as a top 4 receiver on this team. Definitely. Because you have Judy, you have Tillman, who played today, by the way. Didn't do much, but yeah, he played, which is nice to see. But yeah, it's Judy, Tillman, for now, Deontay Johnson, I think, but he's slipping. Jamari Thrash could be receiver 3. And then number 4, who knows who that could be? Really? Who knows? I guess it could be Deontay, right? In fact, let me pull up our freaking depth chart. All right, yeah. So, yeah, pretty much that's the way it is. Tillman, Judy, Thrash, David Bell when he comes back. Almost forgot about him. But I don't even know if his spot is secure at this point. They might just cut him, honestly. Especially if Isaiah Bond looks like that dude. But really, I mean, our top 6 at this point, coming out of week 2, has to be Judy, Tillman, Thrash, Longdane, Johnson. He didn't say Johnson. And even though he was cut, I still got to say Floria. Because you know, the moment he's ready to come back, they're bringing him back. But in terms of on this team right now, I'd say Caden Davis. We'll see what Isaiah Bond does, though. It's not a guarantee with him. He could come out and absolutely blow chunks. Who knows? You never know. It's not a sure thing. Right? But I got to go Jamari Thrash as my MVP. He looked really good out there. He definitely looked like Dillon Gabriel's favorite target. For sure. And really, just to finish off this video, I mean, defense looks good. Special teams even look good, you know. But Dustin Hopkins, he's not even a sure thing. Now, am I going to say Andre Szmyt will beat him out? No. It might not be Szmyt or whatever, but I don't know if Dustin's going to be the guy. I just don't know. All I know is if they bring in another kicker for a tryout or something, then that tells us all we need to know about that situation. But just overall, this offense looks worlds better than it did in years past with Tommy Rees as your OC. I never remember our freaking preseason offense looking like this. We're actually scoring and moving the ball. Wow. But yeah, so that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. As always, be sure to give a like, subscribe, hit the bell. Final week of the preseason coming up next week. It all ends a week from today. And then Monday is cut down day. Tuesday is waiver claim day. And of course, the Browns are number 2 in the waiver order. So we'll see how active the Browns get there. I can see the Browns making trades and stuff. Not big ones, but like small stuff. And also, because I know you guys are probably wondering, if they were to go the free agent route to address the cornerback need, who could they get? Well, you have James Bradbury's old ass. No. Kendall Fuller. Wouldn't mind that, really. Stephon Gilmore. Older than James Bradbury. Not really sure how I'd feel about that one. Russell Douglas wouldn't be bad. Honestly, he wouldn't be bad at all. Michael Davis. Emmanuel Mosley, injury ass? No. Injury prone. Corey Ballantyne? No. Asante Samuel, that's going to be a popular name, I think, on Brown's Twitter. If it comes out that they're looking for another corner, I think he's going to be a popular name. But he's going to want to start. And would Greg be okay with going back to the slot if they put Samuel and Ward on the outside? I don't know. If they do that, he might be like, just trade me then. But I don't think they want to do that. So I don't see them going after him. Cam Sutton would be an interesting one. Classic Browns, just slithered his way out of legal trouble. He would fit so well here just because of that. Keep it going, Andrew. Just keep signing dudes who have legal issues, character concerns. Just keep doing it. Yep. Just keep going. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this one. And already one more preseason game. Then it's on to the real thing. So with that being said, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Browns. And I'll see you guys later. I'm out. Bye-bye. By the way, it sounds like the starters will be playing next week against the Rams at home. So we'll see who plays in terms of the starters and how much they play. We'll see. Bye, guys. Bye-bye. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go Browns. And of course, shout out to all the Eagles fans that are subscribed to the channel. Shout out to Desert Eagle, 5500, Joey Shakes, E-Rock, Eagle Speed. The cool Eagle fans I know on here. Bye, guys. Bye-bye. Yeah.